You guys have been bombarding me on Instagram, on TikTok, and even here on YouTube, and I'm here to answer the question, which is how did I get my internship at UM6P? In this video, I'm going to be telling you how I got my internship at UM6P, how I applied, how I got accepted, everything that concerns my internship at UM6P. If you're interested in this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know someone that would need this video, don't forget to share it to them. So first of all, the common misconception is that I am a student of UM6P. I am not a student of UM6P. I am an intern for my final year thesis masters here at UM6P. So I school somewhere else and I'm here just for my internship at the research center at UM6P, Faculty of Medical Sciences. So typically the way the system in Morocco works is that at the end of your master studies, the final semester is for the preparation of your final year thesis or project, like we call it PFL, which is Projet de Fin d'études. When you get to your S4, you are supposed to do an internship. For my school, it's not obligatory because our professors can give you project topic to work on, but for most schools it's obligatory. So typically organizations would open or have call for internships for the master's intern. So that is the internship that I'm enrolled in at UM6P. This is an internship that would last for 6 months, and at the end of it I would have like my report for my project and do my project defense at my school. So I have a supervisor here at UM6P which I'm working with on the topic, on the research topic, and then I also have my supervisor N10, which is one of my professors in school. So typically that's how it works. It is a paid internship. I think most of the masters internship are paid. They're not easy to get, the ones that are paid, but you would find some of them. So if you are searching for master's internship, try to find the paid ones, and if you don't find the paid ones, then you can opt for the ones that are not paid, because at the end of the day you need the experience for your projet de fin d'études. For me, I heard about this internship from my friend. We're having like a conversation and she was saying how they have internships at UM6P. So I went around and asked from people that are in the school to find out if they have for my field, and they came to the faculty and asked, and we were told to wait until they put out the publication, and if there are opportunities for my field, I would see it on the publication. So I followed the LinkedIn account of the Faculty of Medical Science. Whatever field you are in, try to find the faculty at UM6P and then follow their LinkedIn page or any of their social media platforms, majorly LinkedIn, so that you can be updated with when they put out publications and application and all of these things. So I followed it, and when the application was open, I saw it and I checked, and I found that they had for my field, which is public health and epidemiology, and the requirements were to submit a motivation letter and to submit your CV. So that was what I did. I made a motivation letter and then I made my CV and I submitted before the deadline. And once you submit it to the platform, it takes a few weeks and they process it and go through the documents. After they have processed it and they have gone through the documents, they will make a selection. So after they've selected the people that they want from the application that have been made, they would let you know that you have been selected for an interview. So in my case, it was first an online interview. So they conducted an online interview where they asked a few questions about your background and about why you've chosen this internship and your research interest and just things like that, getting to know you a little bit. And after this online interview, which lasted for about, I think it was around 20 minutes thereabout. It wasn't anything too long. If you've been selected, they would send you another email confirming that you have been selected for the next phase of the selection, which is now an in-person interview. And for this in-person interview, you would be asked to prepare a presentation which you would want to work on as like your research topic. So you prepare a short presentation as to the research that you would want to work on whilst you are doing this internship. In my case, they gave us a selection of topics if we did not have an existing topic in mind that we wanted to use. So I used one of the topics that they had provided, and then you'd do a short PowerPoint of a presentation of about 10 to 15 minutes on the topic, your research interest, and still like your background, and basically why should they pick you for this position. So you do a little bit of introduction to the topic and let them know that you understand this topic and why you are interested in working on this topic and how it kind of aligns with your background, your educational background in general. When you get the email for that, you would come in person and give this presentation, and you'll be there with like, I think about 6 professors there. You would present, and then they would ask you questions about the presentation, just random questions, just as like a job interview would typically go. They'll ask you questions, and after that, this lasted around like 30 to 45 minutes, and after that they will tell you that they'll be in contact with you. So if you've been selected, I think they'll send you an email a few weeks later, depending on the timeline of the faculty and how fast the admin people are. But then if you've been selected from this interview, they will send you an email letting you know that you've been selected and when you are to start. The topic you want to work on, so your field of study will determine the professor that you work with when you get here. So it's only when you get here that you'll be told the professor you're working with, and then you and the professor would agree on the topic you'd want to work with. But I would say I would advise that if you have a topic in mind that you would like to work on, that should be the topic you would use for your PowerPoint presentation, so that whichever prof would be picking you would have it in mind that this is your area of interest in terms of research, so that when you come for the internship, you can tell them that this is what I want to work on, and it will not be new to the professor because this is what you had already presented. And for them to have picked you, that means they liked that topic or they were also interested in that research area. So for me, I picked the topic that they had suggested in the email, and the professor that I am working with wanted to work on that topic, and I also wanted to work on the topic. So we both agreed to work on the topic, and that is what I'm currently working on. The process is quite straightforward, nothing too complicated. It is quite competitive because there are lots of people applying for the position, but just try to put your best foot forward for the motivation letter and for the CV, and then when it's time for the presentation, try to dress appropriately and speak confidently and prepare as much as you can. Anyway, that's the end of this video. For me, I would say it was the grace of God. Like I said, it's quite competitive, so to get in is the grace of God, and it's not 100% just your performance. Obviously, there's something that the admissions committee would see that will make them pick you, and it can be very subjective. So for me, it was God's favor, and I'm grateful and happy to be here, and I've been having a very, very wonderful experience thus far, and learning a lot and meeting a lot of wonderful people. So it's a good experience. If you are currently in your SDO for masters, it's something that you can look forward to doing when you are in your SCAT for your masters. And if you are still doing your lessons, you can start preparing yourself from now if it is something that you're interested in. I would say it is a nice experience, and so far so good. It's been good, so it's something I would recommend to anyone that is interested in it. We've come to the end of the video. Very short, very snappy, very quick. Gave you guys the vital information. If you still have any questions, don't forget to ask in the comment section, and let me know if you finally apply this time next year, because the applications are closed for now because we're already in SCAT. But this time next year, if you are watching this video and you are applying, let me know how it's going, and I wish you guys good luck, and see you guys on the next video. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.